Pope Francis and his recent health struggles have fueled rumors that he might be planning to retire. The Pope has been dealing with mobility issues that have forced him most recently to cancel a planned July trip to Africa. Of course, he also has a trip to Canada scheduled for July. Might that now be in question? We're looking live there at the Vatican. Beautiful day in Italy, and very close to that location just down the street is Megan Williams, live with us this morning. I want to talk about the Canadian trip in just a second, but the broader question, Megan, about the Pope's future. Of course, he became Pope after Pope Benedict resigned. Could Pope Francis do the same thing? What are you hearing?
Well, Heather, this is a situation less of rumors in the sense that I don't think there's anybody in the Vatican who knows something, who may be leaking something about a pending announcement to retire from the Pope. But what Vatican observers are saying is there is an accumulation of factors that is possibly pointing in that direction. As you say, Pope Benedict retired. Pope Francis has made it very clear since the beginning of his pontificate almost that he would consider that. He said Pope Benedict's retirement was not unique. He's also dealing with health problems. The ones we know about are his knees, sciatica. Last summer, he had a 3-hour operation and was hospitalized for several weeks after he had part of his colon removed. So this is a pope who is suffering health problems. Now, one of the closest advisors to the Pope has dismissed speculation about this, saying that it's nothing. Talk about the Pope announcing resignation is nothing but a cheap soap opera. And most recently, a Canadian Cardinal, Michael Cherney, addressed the Pope's health when he talked to a group of Canadian Catholics. Here's that.
But don't worry about him. He doesn't think that his knee is that big a problem. He says, in order to govern, you need a head, not knees.
Now, I should just add the other factor that's contributing to speculation is that the Pope has announced a consistory. This is where he brings in new cardinals to the Catholic Church. And he announced that quite far ahead of time and in August. And Rome just empties out in August, as does the Vatican. So it's very odd that he's having that ceremony in late August. And a lot of Vatican specialists are saying, well, maybe it's because he wants to make some kind of an announcement.
So we'll be listening to that. Yes, that meeting seems to have triggered a great deal of discussion about his future. In the near future, of great interest to us in Canada and to you, Megan, because I know you'll be traveling on that plane and helping us cover this, is the Pope's trip to Canada to visit those 3 Indigenous communities. He promised the issue of a residential school apology. How likely is that trip, given what you just laid out for us?
Well, this isn't what anybody wants to hear in Canada, the Canadian bishops or the Indigenous communities, but everybody is telling me they just don't know. I've spoken with 2 people high up in Vatican circles. One told me that after the Pope, with the cancellation of that Africa trip, he's resting. The Pope apparently very much wants to come to Canada. His doctors are less thrilled about the idea. Another person very high up in the Vatican told me that essentially we'll know whether or not the Pope's coming when he gets on the plane.
Megan, thank you. I know you'll be watching for any developments closely on this story. Megan Williams, who is live for us outside the Vatican today.